So for the benefit of our guests, and for those who haven't been here in a while, this is the Trusted Referral Network weekly meeting. We meet on Tuesday afternoons, 1 week, and then the alternating weeks we meet on Wednesday mornings. The time East Coast is 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and 11 a.m. on Wednesdays. And we are a group of, membership is about 185. I expect it to come down when the dues kick in after the 3-month trial, which everybody is on now. Yeah, the idea is that the people who stay will be more intent, more committed, more dedicated, and we'll get more of those people, and things will keep rolling. We try to have a showcase presenter for 15 minutes each week. Today, Stash Harrison from MarketInent. Is it MarketInent AI or just MarketInent?
MarketInent, but the domain is AI.
.ai, okay. Is going to be presenting on some interesting agent technology, AI-based agent technology that he and his team have developed. So we're looking forward to that. And Stash, I'm going to give you 15 minutes. Do you want people to chime in during or via chat only, or what? Or after? You're on.
People can chime in. Right now, I actually will be going through a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
And later on, I can give a demo of the agent working. Yeah, this is it's on our development server, so it's not perfect. It works functional. One of those things.
All right. I will start the timer. You can take it away, and you should be able to see my timer. There you go. You got 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen, or am I just speaking? What's going on?
Right now, you're just speaking. Do you want to share your screen? You'll need to share it.
My screen.
And I believe all participants are able to share. We see something coming up. Okay, we see it.
Okay. Hi, guys. Again, I'm Stash Harrison, CEO of MarketInent. I'm located here in New York City, and I live close to those amazing croissants that you can see behind me. I am not here to sell croissants, but I can talk about them for an entire day. It's from Supermoon. I know it's way more fun. Anyway, let us jump into MarketInent. So here's the website. This is our development server. And what it is, we have a list about 25 plus AI agents. Each agents are fully autonomous, and they essentially, it does everything that you can do using your keyboard and mouse. It can move the mouse, it can launch new tab, fill out form, and it's not magic, right? So one of the things is, AI is here to stay. It's not perfect. There are a lot of growing pains currently, but just like the internet, it took a while to perfect. However, there are huge windows of opportunity to embrace AI and grow businesses, make money off this. The thing is, what we need to understand is where the AI is good and bad at, and where humans need to go in. For example, the messages that our sales agent, that I'll be showing you the PowerPoint. Some of the things like the message it creates, it can create 1 million unique message for every person it sends. But before it does that, it needs you to review, train it, tell it what to do. So in short, AI can take an ad agency of 5 people and make it into 20 plus people. So you need to embrace this, but understand at the same time that it's not magic. If you let it run by itself, it will screw your company up, right? So, and this is where some people think that, okay, I can just have it do all of this. Then you have things like AI hallucination. So we have created some custom data sets and guardrails to ensure it doesn't hallucinate because it stay within the fence of what it's doing. So jumping over to our presentation here, this is what, if I can present this, go full screen. This is what the agent, the product, finished product looks like. This is not the website you just saw. So here is whether it's a dashboard, recommendation, or whatever the agent is displaying to you. And here you can interact with this product and the agent. So the agent can tell you about what it's showing you. As a sales agent, it will be able to, if it's selling you a car, tell you more about that car. And at some point, pass you over to a human person, right? The goal is not to replace the human, but to remove the busy hours, if you will. And this is how I see AI working for the next quite a while, is I am proud to say that I am lazy and I want to do less busy work and have the system do the work for us. And that's how I think we should be working. But it's not magic where it's like, oh, okay, let me go play golf and let it drive your computer. No, you're going to go broke. So the thing is, like, figure out what you can do and what this assistant, or essentially it's just a background worker standing over you, helping you do your busy work. So I'll be showing you the sales agent. It's over 25 different agents. Not all of them are fully built. We have about 7 of them that are fully functional. And this thing is, as I mentioned, it's a full pilot. It's not a co-pilot, right? It takes over your keyboard, your mouse. It can open browser. Additionally, these are not the agents that are from last year, before large language models. They don't need backend API or anything like that. This is all on the front end. It launches the new tab and fill out information. So there is no backend connection needed. The goal that our sales agent right now, we are going to use it to sell itself. Because as we are in fundraising and growing the business. So here is an example of, I actually told it earlier, I did not hit send to send an email to Michael as if Michael was the CEO of an ad agency. So, so it will write a message and send a link. Now that link is, after you click on it, you get information that it can talk to. In this case, it's a presentation telling an ad agency what part of their agencies can be automated. Now, what we did is essentially we scraped over 14,000 ad agency website and look at it as a whole. We've also created a chat with agency system in our dev server that essentially you're talking to all the ad agencies in the US at the same time, in a way. So it can tell you, for example, because we have this data that we were looking at how the different service every company provide and what they do. Additionally, if you're saying, I live in New York City and I want ad agency that handles CPG companies and maybe say soap, then you can say that, okay, also at the same time, I am a small soap company and I can't handle, Dove kind of. So it will find you the best agency for you. And this is just something we were playing around with, but I think we might just put it live on our website just for fun. Anyway, back to, so these are some of the custom data set we've created to, and this is the chat part, we'll chat with you of what it's doing. The agent, as a sales agent, it also will write you a script of how you should be talking to a client. For example, if you want to contact, there are 18,000 auto dealerships in America. As an agency, if they want to reach new customer on these auto dealership, this system will go through, contact all of the rest is later. It will make, essentially, if there are 10,000 agency, you are auto dealership you want to contact, and there are 5 decision maker at each company, that is 50,000 opportunities that you will get to contact them. But the system is smart enough not to send out 50,000 email or whatever messaging and contact. It will trickle down to the point where the human has the ability to handle it, because you can't deal with 10,000 sales call a day. You can probably deal with 10. So our system works like this. Another thing it does, it will not send all the email to a single company. It will probably send one to the first company and wait 3 days, or you get to choose how long. If no one replies, send to the second person and so forth. So this is currently how our sales agent work. One of the things is I would really appreciate some feedback on how you guys see this. Is this something that is usable and something you would use in your business? So
sounds like automation that Michael Falato might want to try out. Any thoughts? I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you want to add something in the chat or
what'd you say, Michael?
I thought you might be interested in this type of automation since it's sales oriented. It's automating the funnel in a different way.
Yeah, it's definitely it's more AI and kind of hands off. So I'd have to kind of play with it more.
Yeah, so there are 2 things here, right? We've created 2 versions of the sales funnel. If you're selling something as, let's say it's a basic service of a $20 a month service, a human does not need to be involved there.
Yeah.
Right? It will go through this and it will do everything on the sales funnel. However, the other part, if you're selling at the enterprise level, right, it finishes here and it tries to book a sales call with the human. So that's the next step in that sales part of the funnel. So this is something it works at a different level and at scale. One of the reasons I was not able to work on a different presentation is tomorrow I have the opportunity to pitch to a potential company for using it as a sales agent. And that's that would be really cool because, someone have a question.
Rochelle, do you have a question?
No, I'm just saying that I think this is amazing for a lot of companies because the area of, I guess, concern in most businesses is the sales process. So if you have AI that can support this, the sales process, I think most companies would be interested because that's where they get the most resistance.
Yeah, and that is our goal. Also keeping in mind that we know that people get an enormous amount of sales calls, message solicitation on a daily basis. So one of the problems we're trying to solve is how we can go through the sales funnel in a intelligent way of getting to the user or that potential customer. The goal is to get them to click, come here, and have this agent talk to that person, explain to them whether it's showing videos, explain part by part what it can do for them. That being said, some of the things that we have done, though, is we have created essential tier in a value or a money, meaning if you're selling a product for $20, it's cheap, and to reach that person, it's not worth so much server power. However, if you're selling to a company like, say, 3M, which is $1 million client, our sales agent look at multiple ways of getting to this person without even sending the first message. So does this meaning what it makes recommendation like, let's invest $1,000 to contact Michael next month, but this month it's going to try to get sponsorship on where does Michael blog, which bloggers Michael read.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to be solving a major sales problem for a client. And that's why I'm saying this is the area in most businesses that they get the most frustration. And I think right now it's sales and HR. And you can probably solve both problems. You know, it's very hard to find some qualified people right now. So depending upon the industry. And then I also think that the sales funnel, you can get a lot of people through the funnel, but the actual closing the sale is where people have a lot of issues as well. So if you can get them through the funnel up to a conversation where somebody can close it, I think it's pretty valuable for most companies. Especially,
we have a question. Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Another question from Emily. Got her hand raised. Want to chime in, Emily?
You're on mute, Olivia.
Yeah. Thank you. I have a question. Number one, that cold email that you just had up, can you go back to your cold email?
The one that was to me?
Yeah, I think so.
So if you can get people to click through from this email to that customized, you were saying the landing page is a customized.
Yes.
It has customized data for this person that you
particular company and person. Yes.
Okay. If there's this is a suggestion. I would never open an email like this because it doesn't really tell me much. So I would actually embed some of that customized information in the email, an image of it. I know images and links can make an email less deliverable, but right now I would focus on sweetening the email barrier, because getting them to click through to your landing page is going to make a big difference. But if they don't click through, then all of this is for nothing, even if it isn't a human.
Right. So one, we plan on doing that probably next week. The thing is, also right now, the system is also capable of sending a LinkedIn message and a Twitter message. However, the LinkedIn have 100 messages per day, or I think it's 100 a day. So we want to limit.
It's usually 100 a week if you're doing it.
Oh, it's 100 a week.
Yeah, I could do 200 a day. But going back to her statement, if you put images and links in there and you're doing a little bit of automation, it's most likely going to go in spam. So if it doesn't even get delivered, no matter how pretty it is, it defeats the purpose. So it's all about who cares, so what, why you bugging me, how's this going to help your business? Is the content is what's going to change whether someone clicks or not.
Yeah, I think we need to probably move on. It is the 15 minutes. I think Michael, I mean, Stash, this was great. My 2 cents is if you can show more than tell. I guess you're still in the early stages.
I can actually. Anyone would like to see it, I can just send an email or show you how the system works. Should I do that now, or we can, just hit me up over email or send me I'll put my contact in here.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. We've got 20 people. And if we do 2 minutes, that's going to do a minute and a half. And this is where the talking stick may actually help. So I'm setting it so that it's a minute and a half. At 15 seconds, there'll be a warning, and then 5 seconds an alert. Let's see how this works. So I'm going to here, you know what? I'm not sure how this would work. I'm going to put in the chat the way this showed up as my participants. So that's the order in which it shows up, and I will sort of pass the baton. So first we'll start with our guest, Janice Porter, then Nathan Segal. Stash, we're gonna skip you because you've gone, and take it from there. Just a minute and a half. You'll actually be cut off after that minute and a half, and I'll go to the next person. We're on a pretty tight timetable because of the fact that we've got so many people, which is great. And we're testing this out because it's a product that one of my teams built for one of my customers. So I think if I just click Janet, you're up. Janice.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you do your intro, so I'll just go ahead and introduce myself. Thank you for inviting me, Michael. And Michael and I just worked together recently. I am a relationship marketing specialist. I teach people how to use LinkedIn for lead generation, for growing their business, to make them stand out as an authority in their field. I then teach them how to nurture relationships that they build online through LinkedIn using a online greeting card and gifting company that sends real cards and gifts in the mail. I also have a podcast called Relationships Rule, and I put all my information in the chat. So I'm happy to connect and start a relationship with any one of you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I've been working with Janice for she helped me with my LinkedIn profile update. All right. So if I just hit next speaker, it should go to, did it go to Nathan? Nathan, you're up.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah. Excuse me. My thing is all about licensing. At this moment, it has to do with 3 pieces of intellectual property I have. As an example, one is about adult bullying, how to deal with adult bullies, how to get them out of your life, how to set boundaries that stick, and it comes with scripts. Another property is about how to license your art and design. So essentially what I'm looking for are opportunities to license what I have, but also to work with companies who want to create content for their brands that can be licensed. So if this is of interest to any of you, I've got my details in the chat. Feel free to reach out to me.
Right. And you're currently in Mexico, Guadalajara area, right?
No, I'm not in Guadalajara anymore. I left there for a while. I went to Puerto Vallarta to do a pet sit, and now I'm back in Ajijic, which is 1 hour south of Guadalajara on the shore of Lake Chapala.
All right. Joni Abraham, take it away. Whoops.
Oh, a lot of you know, I have an agency out of Detroit, where I'm located with a global distance team. We create content for social media and email marketing, and it's designed to entertain more than sell, although it sells and promotes brand in a very stylized environment. What would help me are digital agencies that handle consumer brands and products, as innovative content for their client social channels. And that's basically what I'm looking for, or any lifestyle brands directly. My information is in the chat.
Right. Everybody's moving quickly. John, a guest, Javier.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me, Michael. I'm glad to be here. So my business is called FlexiWork Services. We're all about helping small business run their marketing campaigns, especially for service-based businesses. Top thing that they miss to take care of when they're providing so much service for their clients is their own marketing sales funnel. And so we help bring appointments through their calendars by running marketing campaigns like email marketing, cold calling, and social media outreach. And we do it in such a way that is really flexible for small business owners, like giving them the chance to delegate their marketing campaigns, even if it's just an hour or 2 a day. A lot of business owners being able to delegate something marketing, which is an hour or 2 a day, that can mean so much for their mental space and capable to make better decisions. So John Javier with FlexiWork Services. Looking forward to connect with all of you.
And so I met John via, I think it was Lunch Club or somebody recommended him, and he's based in the Philippines, and his staff, I guess, are based in the Philippines, and they focus on creative, administrative, creative, and production
and marketing,
development, right, but software development too. Next, Mark Herre.
And I'd like to add, John Javier and I are big proponents of networking, and he's the greatest person to meet with. So I highly recommend that you talk to him. He can actually make 100 phone calls a day for your business, and he's done it personally. So he knows how to do it. I trust everything that he says. His team is good. I have a team too. My company's called SEO Game, and I offer digital marketing agencies who are promoting their clients with services like SEO. I am a white label provider to solve problems for your digital marketing agency. What I do is I act as a performance-based SEO. I put my information in the chat, and the things that I do are no rank, no pay. I do it in 30-day trials for every website that deserves to be on the first page of Google. That's a service that I enjoy working with you. I have 10,000 hours in performing keyword audits. And so I can identify high ticket keywords and go after them. And in 30 days, you're ranked #1 in Google. And that's what my team's been doing for 27 years. Mark Herre with SEO Game.
Right. I don't see the talking stick anywhere. It's supposed to be visible.
I don't even see the clock on your
yeah,
timer.
I'm not sure. Well, it's not you don't see anything that indicates that there's a time.
No,
No. Okay. All right. Next speaker, Leslie Lawton. Leslie, are you here?
yeah,
Leslie?
she's
You have to
there.
go. Okay. Leslie, you're on mute. Leslie Lawton. There you go. Can't hear you now. Okay, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I just used up some seconds fooling with my microphone. I'm a creative, a storyteller, and sustainable branding specialist. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. You know, I just happened to be in just before this meeting in a branding group I'm involved in, which I'd highly recommend to anyone who wants their brand to stand out. It's so this is how I see my work right now, today, deep down inside. I help all of life on Earth survive and thrive with life-changing creative work. I'm pouring all I've learned and done, including my life experience, into this work. More and more companies are scaling their sustainability impacts. It had to happen. The summer heat, the storms, and heavy breathing from Canada's forest fires are pretty motivating, I'd say. So, do you know any sustainability consultants or directors or CMOs tasked with telling these stories? I believe they're feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, and compromised, and I'm here to help with that. Crafting sustainability communications truthfully and fearlessly.
Right. Thank you. Now you might be able to see the talking stick, but the rest of my screen is a little messed up. All right. Who's next? David Libby.
Don't see it.
You don't see it, huh? All right. David Libby.
All right. I've got the stick.
Apparently.
So I'm hey everybody, lots of familiar faces. So I'm the person that's going to pay you for referring business to us. Right? I will pay you 10% every single month of the gross revenue of every B2B technology company that we close because you introduced us to them. We do public relations and content writing. It's that simple. Lately, we've been focusing on legal tech companies, artificial intelligence. I've been working in that for 5 years now. Cybersecurity, big data, cloud computing. So lots of anything B2B tech, but legal tech and artificial intelligence, AI, of course, has popped up most recently. But 10% for the lifetime of the client. So Michael Bendit referred us business and we sent him 3 checks. So this is the real deal. So let me know if you want to talk. And also, since we see each other, I see you every other week because I don't want to wake up at 8 a.m. my time to say hi. Reach out on LinkedIn, find me on Twitter. You know, Mark Herre and I have done a great job of staying connected. I've referred MarketInent business too. Would love to do that for you as well. John Stamell and I work together. You know, I want to help Rochelle. You know, there's lots of goodness here. So let's spread the wealth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David, and thank you for your inspirational words. They really work. Okay. Next up is John Stamell. Speaking of John Stamell.
Hi there. Yeah, it's appropriate that I follow David because I just worked with him on a press release, which with his help got some very good coverage. So I can give you an endorsement for his work. I can also tell you, Stash, that I live near the best croissants in New York City. So I would challenge you on that. And Joan, I'm a native Detroiter. So plus, I think we should talk anyway. I'm founder of a customer insights platform called Umiji, and it enables brands to build out the personas of their customers and then contact them send them content or specific emails based on their interests, their needs, and their perceptions. One example of that is we had a client recently use the Net Promoter Score function on our platform, and they found in the language that people were using to talk about their platform that a number of people said they really loved their product. So they created a segment of people who ranked them 9s and 10s and also said they loved the product. They came up with 59 people, offered them a brand ambassador program, and over 40 of them said yes right away. So it enables you to build out what people's likes, dislikes, interests, what their perceptions are. It gathers language and enables you to segment based on any of those factors. And be happy to demo it for any of you or talk to you about it.
Thank you so much. All right. Emily Janson, you're up.
Hi, I'm a copywriter and content strategist. I specialize in narrative storytelling, inbound marketing, email marketing, and multi-touchpoint campaigns that invite customers to engage versus going to them. We bring them into us. Organic content is my thing. I like building pieces that build brand awareness that lasts. I don't do flash in the pan stuff. I am a slow burn, soft sell kind of person. And SEO, social media, content mapping between all of the various channels, the touch points for customers. That's what I do. Hi.
Very cool. And based in Wisconsin, right?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin.
New York transplant, yes.
Right. All right. Thank you. And soon to be a member. Dave Nadel, welcome back.
Hi, thanks. When I heard that Stash was going to be on, I had to join. We have known each other for over 20 years. So I've been following what he's been working on peripherally, and I think it's really cool. And I wanted to see it firsthand. So Stash, we're going to connect after, and I'd like to hear more. What I do is digital media and marketing, just like the rest of you. I'm a consultant. I basically assess, consult, and train for my clients, small and medium businesses mostly. I focus on usability, which is something that sets me apart from some marketing folks. I started focusing on usability when clients kept complaining to me that their digital marketing isn't working, even though the metrics in each of the channels were great. The site was dropping ball. So that's when I started developing an expertise in conversion optimization, and now I call it just usability design. I'm not as good as some people, but I don't know as much as many people, but I know more than some people. So that is what I do. And what I could use help with right now is entry-level marketing associates that want to work. Anybody have any of those?
Entry level, well.
Oh, you want them to work?
John Javier may be able to help you if you're okay
That's all
with
I'm
having
looking for. I just need people to help.
My daughter would be good at that. She's graduate, still working at Walmart.
Hit me up offline. I appreciate it.
All right, Faith.
Definitely, Dave. Definitely.
Faith Tomases. Faith, are you there?
All right, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, hi, my name is Faith Tomases. I'm currently in New York City. I am a words person. I do copywriting. My specialty really is name development, and I do all of the background planning for marketing communications programs as a brand strategist. My specialty is getting to the point as quickly as possible. So that lends itself to naming, as I said, and also web copy, because if you don't get to the point quickly, you're going to lose the reader. So I work directly with clients and also as a subcontractor to agencies and of all types. And I have no ego. I can meet the client or not meet the client. It doesn't matter. And I've got a wide range of experience, and I'm very excited because a project I mentioned a year ago has finally gone live, which is called Land Yield. And I generated the name, did arranged for all the market research, interviewed potential customers, wrote part of the website. And this is a product that enables small landowners under 5,000 acres to participate in the carbon offset markets, because up to this point, they have not been able to do it efficiently with all the satellite technology that was needed to photograph the woods, et cetera, et cetera. So it allows these small owners to maintain their forests and also get passive income from them by guaranteeing to not cut for at least 20 years. So talk about sustainability. So that's very exciting. I think exciting. It's landyield.com. And I've been waiting a year to say anything. So
congratulations.
Yes.
That's great. All right, let's move on. Next is Laetitia Longeufosse.
Hello, thank you, Michael, for organizing this this session again today. I haven't been here in a while. I was traveling, so I'm Laetitia. I'm based in New York City. I'm with a French startup called Facility, and we are pioneers in assistive technology. So we have developed a solution that can be plugged on any website to make it accessible to people with disabilities, whether they are visual, motor, or cognitive. So what I'm looking for is if you have any referrals of medium-sized to a larger corporation that are interested in being more accessible digitally. So that's like a big ask. And the small ask, I'm in charge of everything. Basically, in the US, we are just a team of 2. I just hired a sales guy. And I'm in charge of the LinkedIn page. So if you can take 1 minute to go and like us or follow us, that would be great.
Right, absolutely. Thank you. And the facilitate, I think you gave a presentation, right?
No, I didn't, because I have a problem with Zoom. I cannot share my screen on Zoom, and I need to figure that out. And when it's done, I'll let you know.
You'll sign up. Okay, wonderful. Rochelle Lisner.
Hi there, it's Rochelle from Dynamic Business Growth. And you know, I say it's dynamic business growth and not schlep along business growth. Clients have a very hard time talking about their businesses or their products in a dynamic way. They are long-winded, boring, common. Those are just some of the minor atrocities that I see on a day-to-day. So I always ask, when you're talking about your business, are you storytelling or boring telling? You know, do you have an amazing story that story demonstrates your expertise? And we don't have to say, you know, I'm John, I'm doing this for 107 years, I'm located in Midtown Manhattan. We've got to have a story that highlights your expertise. I'm going to be doing my next cohort for my group Ultimate Power Pitch. So if anybody would need some information on this, please reach out to me. It's going to be 6 weeks, where I will personally work with people, you know, shoulder to shoulder, so that they will have their dynamic pitch. And we're going to go from unclear to unforgettable.
Right. Nice way to end it. Pinky promise. Geoffrey, you are up. Abraham, yes.
Sorry about
that. Says W, but I knew Abraham. Go ahead.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for having me. And everyone, Joan Abraham, who is a member in here, is my mom. She referred me in here, so thanks, Mom. and I come from a long line of marketers. My mother, obviously, as she described, is creating this content in video format. And her father and grandfather were both ad men in Detroit back in the old days. And so I grew up with it in my blood, knew that I was going to be in advertising in some degree. I share a lot of the same skill sets and backgrounds as Emily and Faith and Leslie and David. I'm a writer and creative director, and did my time in agencies. And then I started Self Brand Studio, which was more just another branding studio, helping out all the brands that would pay me. And then I worked with big brands, Nike, Starbucks, Adidas. It was all exciting and fun and cool, but not what I was passionate about. And then I realized that my Detroit background had something to do with my passion, which was I grew up around cars. I love the look of cars, and yet I hate cars, and I hate the fact that they're on the road. I hate that we all have one. That makes no sense to me. It's just they bother me like you can't even believe. So I've moved my business to now work with groups that are addressing this problem. So that's everybody from shared mobility groups, EV charging stations, EV manufacturers. I've worked with Rivian. I've worked with some new startups that are in the charging world. I've worked with government groups who are trying to communicate how to change behaviors at a mass level. And, you know, just the idea of maybe don't get in your car and turn the key on and go to the gas station and pump it up with gas. It's hard. It's very, very hard, but that's what I'm interested in. So great to meet everybody. I'm always interested in meeting all kinds of new people. And so I welcome any meetings, introductions, however we can meet. I chatted with Leslie earlier today. Leslie, it was really a pleasure meeting you. The sustainability thing is cool. And yes, we have that in common, and it sounds like Faith too. And anyway, I'll stop talking, but that's my story.
Thank you, Jeff. All right. Next up, Michael Falato.
Hi, Michael Falato here in Orlando, Florida. I basically help you get top of funnel leads. That's what I do. I get 10 to 20 marketing qualified or sales qualified leads a month. I do 20 to 30,000 personalized emails using a email system that allows me to get them delivered. I have a LinkedIn automation platform that allows me to send 200 to 300 invites or emails a day without getting your LinkedIn profile banned. So I do those two things, and I use things like roundtables, which is what Michael does every week for different days. And I actually do those tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mostly sales and revenue type thing, and just a way to network, help each other out. So yeah, would love to work with you or your clients, David, Libby, and Michael. It's been producing leads for me, and sometimes getting paid for those referrals. So my unique approach is really just automation, bots, and doing it to where I've grown $1 million business in about a year and a half. So I'm very happy that I'm part of this network. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Falato. Okay, moving on. Keith Reynolds.
Hey, everybody. Keith Reynolds, back from a couple weeks of vacation. I traveled 2,200 miles around the Northwest, and the photo behind me came from that trip. I am a fractional CMO, content strategist, and photographer. I've started adding photography to the way I brand myself because I love it. I manage the marketing for about a half a dozen companies as a fractional CMO. I'm the in-house guy and help build campaigns and then bring in the right resources. I work with CEOs that don't have a strategy, and I help them get a strategy together based on a system I built called the Publisher's MO. It's the way a media company works to sell, to build content, but instead of trying to get an ad sale, you're trying to get a lead, and there's a value to that. And we can come up with an economic model to understand the demand and the ROI model for your marketing. And as Rochelle said, I'm a marketing geek. I love finance, economics, technology, and tend to work in those kinds of industries. And I just started with an EV charging company. And so I'd love to connect with you, Geoffrey, and would love to connect with any of and all of you. Thanks so much.
Okay. Thank you. Moving along to Clinton Barnes.
Hi everyone. Nice to meet you all. I feel like a few of you have said things that are in a similar universe to me. I feel like we could all open up our own marketing agency together. So to build on top of that, I'm a brand strategist. I've been working in brand strategy for 10 years. Up until this year, I was in all sorts of corporate jobs. But now I'm working with small, medium businesses, and it's a lot more satisfying to actually help a business that is really doing something, really creating something, especially startups. The amount of value that I think they add to the economy is just sort of inspiring to see in what they're actually creating, compared to a lot of the BS jobs that exist in corporate. So it's inspiring. It's inspiring. So I create brands. I help relaunch brands. I'm all about marketing science. I use an evidence-based approach. I insist on some of the conventions that we now know are effective to build brands. So important for building brands is distinctiveness, that it looks different to the other brands. Differentiation isn't as important as distinctiveness. Differentiation is hard to justify, but distinctiveness is easy to own. So I usually bring that advice to my clients, and yeah, feel free if you see a brand that looks like it's a bit tired, or if you are working with a brand that's not really cutting through to customers, let me know. Nice to meet you all.
Wonderful, thank you. Sharon, Rahmanian.
Thank you, Michael. Hi, everyone. Great to meet you all here and see those of you I've seen in the past few weeks. I'm the founder and CEO of OneSource Labs. It's a user experience research boutique firm. We're based in LA, but we work with global companies, generally Fortune 500 types of companies, sometimes directly with them, sometimes through their digital advertising agency of record or their global consulting firms.
Thank you.
My business for over 9 years now. Our 9-year anniversary was last month, but I've had field experience for over 15 years now. We conduct all different types of user experience research or UX research. That's different types of qualitative, quantitative. We generally test digital interfaces. It could be a website, a mobile app, online testing tool. We work cross-industry because the principles of UX research is very specific, and you can apply to different types. And I see Dave nodding. You did mention you're doing some sort of usability, but that's our passion. That's pretty much the only thing we do. Some UX design, but our main focus is UX research. We don't do market research. We don't do conversion optimization. We don't do focus groups. They're very, we're very specific to UX research. So if you know anyone in larger industries, generally the people that are decision makers are head of marketing, head of product, head of creative, even head of UX, because especially at agencies, they want to bring in a third party unbiased vendor to test their designs.
Right, thank you so much. Okay, and next is Daniel Tappan.
Awesome, thanks, Michael. I appreciate that, and everyone else for being here. But yeah, Daniel Tappan, coming at you from Denver, Colorado. Here, I work with a couple companies, Intent Flow, and man, I won't get in the whole croissant debate. I'm more of a biscuit guy myself, and Denver Biscuit Company has the best biscuits you could ask for. But that being said, I'll try to be quicker. I think our value prop is really simple. We're the guys who tell you by name who's looking at your website. So if you're curious to know whether you're B2B or B2C, if knowing the exact individuals who are looking at your website and what they're looking at, where they came from, all of that great stuff. That's where we come in and help. Last thing I'll mention, is anybody in the TRN network is entitled to a free trial. So if you're interested, just talk to me. Happy to show you the tech, how it works, and yeah, that's where I'll leave it. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah. All right, and that's the Intent Flow business, right?
Yes, sir. You got it. Intentflow.com.
All right. I don't have, I guess I'm the last speaker, so I'm gonna choose myself. So my name is Michael Bendit. My core business is representing software development teams. I have about a dozen teams that I represent. One of the things we do is I'm working with right now is one of my teams developed a talking stick, which is what I'm using. Apparently there's some glitches because you people don't see it, and also other people can interrupt. So that's not clearly not done. I told my client I'd give them some feedback and have my notes already. But more conventional products that or systems that we build are websites and mobile applications, e-commerce sites. We do a lot of that in conjunction with or in partnership with agencies who don't always have those resources on hand. Some of them just because they don't have enough of that work to do the development in-house, or sometimes they've got a developer or two, but they need extra hands, or they don't have the right skill set, right? It's a platform that they're not familiar with. And so my job is when customers come in to me, they don't know where to go, right? They don't have a resource for the particular technical problem that they're dealing with. Great leads for me are digital agencies and digital and web designers, because again, oftentimes they don't have those resources or the capacity, interest in actually doing the programming. So I will stop that and go back to gallery mode. We have just like 2 minutes left. I want to thank everybody for coming. Now is a perfect time to download the chat. If you don't remember how to do that, you open your chat window. There's those 3 dots on the bottom of the chat window. If you open it up, the first one is Save Chat, first option, and that'll download.
Just do select all and copy and paste it.
You could do that. You could do that too.
I actually think that's better, because if you do this and you paste it in a Word doc, it saves all the links so you can tell the difference between people. Whereas the other one is just a raw text file, and it's hard to shift through.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I've never thought about that, but I guess if you Control Shift or Control and what is it, Control Shift, it will get everything.
But if you do that, Stash, you can't use the platform Michael.
Yeah, promotes. That's right. Chat Bridge.
Chat.
Yeah, that's a new tool. If anybody wants to know about it, I'm happy to share information about it.
Which I'm super excited to be an affiliate from it when I click it and become a member. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So right now, actually, once you become a member, so what I'm offering is they pay me half the fees, and if you're a member, I'll take that off your membership. So it's, I think, a little expensive. I'm not sure if he's going to bring the price down. It's currently $22 a month for 4 meetings or 4 uploads a month. So it would be $11 off of your $30 a month membership. Of course, my membership is an annual. So I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all for coming. And for the guests, thank you. If you have an interest in joining, please get in touch with me and Emily. Hopefully, if you have any problems uploading your listing, let me know. And have a wonderful evening or afternoon. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, Michael.
Bye.